Hi, I'm Jim Gary, and welcome to Batilipi's Workshop. I've wrapped up the suspension and brake work over the past year on my year 2000 Workhorse-based Georgie Boy motorhome. And in order to gain easy access to the brake components, I removed a panel underneath the right front of the vehicle that protects the hydroboost, the master cylinder, and probably the spark plug wires from road debris. And I had not seen anyone successfully do this before. I think it's because although it's mostly bolted to the chassis, there is one place where it is spot welded to the chassis, and it's hard to see. Without removing this panel, it's really difficult to take out the hydroboost. So now, before I remount the front wheels and lower the front of the motorhome to the ground, I need to reinstall the panel and seal the interior of the cab where the panel comes through the floor below the driver's feet. So be aware, I'm a biologist, not a mechanic. I'm showing you what I did, not what I think you should do. So please consult a professional mechanic before a job like this. And as always, I welcome any comments or suggestions you might have. If you found this interesting, there are links to my other videos in the description below. So please like and subscribe. Now let's get on with the video. This is the panel that sits underneath the driver's side of the front of the RV. And it shields the brake components that are under the floor. And this here is access to get to the reservoir of the master cylinder. And the hydro boost would be behind the panel where my fingers are pointing back there. It connects fairly simply. There's 1, 2, 3 bolts on this edge. This bolt goes on the inside of the cab. You can't get to it from the outside. These two here, you have to crawl under to get them in. This is also, I've got it marked inside cab. This also is a bolt that mounts on the inside of the cab. And all the rest of these you get at from underneath. And then there was this one spot right here. I've got it marked with the silver mark Sharpie. This was actually spot welded. I have no idea why. So anyway, we're going to go try to fit this in and see what we can do. I don't know if I can just ignore this or if maybe I need to replace the weld with a bolt. I'm certainly not going to weld it back in place. Because if you look on YouTube videos, people go to all kinds of work to avoid taking the shield off. Because of that weld, I think it makes it really hard to take off. In fact, I've never seen anybody mention it was welded. So they're always trying to reach up from underneath, and it's almost impossible to reach the hydro boost bolts that way. So anyway, we're going to take this out and see what we can do. I did wire brush and repaint some areas along the bottom that were rusty. So we're going to go up to the cab and take a look at where this bolt hits, where this weld did hit, and where this bolt here on the side fit in. And then we'll come back down here and put this into place. I just want you to see kind of where it's has to fit up in the cab. So here we are underneath the steering wheel, and you can see there's a hole here and there's a hole here. So that corner piece has to slide up to fill this whole area. So that's what we're going to be doing. So it goes something like that. Okay, so I got the first one in. Now I just need to figure out how this side bolts up. So I looked at a before picture and the brake cable goes through this opening and runs behind everything. And I'm going to guess it bolts on to here and here behind it. But I know now that this stays behind, so that's easy. Okay, got that started. I think we'll go up in the cab and make sure there's not something wrong there, but at least I know where all the bolts go. So I can see I'm going to have to try to figure out how to put these in where they go before I tighten everything up. So up under the cab I see a bolt has to go back through there, which I can do easy enough. But then there's a hole, a threaded hole here. It's this bolt here that I'm aiming at that we need to put in. So I got the bolt started, the one here, and the one back in there is started. Okay, so I'm just going to try to tighten this bolt up and see what happens. Okay, that's tight. And now try to get the back bolt. Okay, now the last thing is there was the weld. There was a little tack weld right here where my finger's pointing. And that's why it's so hard to take out. I don't really see any reason to put it back, even though I was thinking of drilling and putting a bolt in there, but I don't really see the point. So what there was this piece of wood was sitting in here and sealed, and that's how it was, and I'll work on maybe doing a little better than that, but something like that. Put a notch out for this wire cable here. But I think we're about done up here. Apparently this bolt here wasn't used. I'm pretty sure this goes behind this bolt on the back side, and I think this one goes behind this bolt on the back side. I can't think of any other place. We're back to the shield. It's just about ready to go in. I have not been able to figure out where this connector goes. Kind of looks like it should go onto here, but it just seems like it's going to be such a pain to put it there. So instead I'm going to make a little bracket, an L bracket, and mount it in here, so I can just mount that right to that little L bracket. This one I know connects to the front. These two front bolts, you can see where it was across there, and I have a picture of it still connected up here, so I know that's where it went. It almost seems like there was some other piece I took out that I can't remember about, but anyway, this will work. So I just have to drill a hole about here. So here's the bracket. Okay, I think that's good. So that bracket's on. This isn't going anywhere. So now I want to mount this U-shaped bracket I made up here. That's good and tight. I may not even need that second bolt. There. Okay, I think we're good. So now this is out of the way. Can't hit anything, can't rub against here. So I think we're ready to install all the bolts, get it all tightened up. So I've got this cable run properly. I just have to tighten up all these 3 bolts here. So I forgot, here's the shield, there's the nuts we just tightened up there, but now we come around to the front. And now I'm going to go under the shield, and I'm looking straight up. And what you can see is there's a nut here. I had hand tightened but hadn't tightened all the way. And then there's one way up there where that socket wrench is that I'm just cranking down on now. Okay, so all the rest are up in the cab. Just wanted to add those two. The brake system panel below only fills in an inch or so of the gap alongside the driver's platform inside the cab. And originally there was a piece of wood jammed in that space, and it's open all the way through under the motorhome. I made an aluminum piece to replace the wood, but it didn't seal well because it needed a flange to attach along the top of the platform. I made a new filler piece that has a flange along the top, and I added weather stripping where I could. I also glued waterproof insulation to the inside of that filler piece. And after a lot of minor adjustments, I screwed the filler piece into place, and it was a good tight fit. I also added a bead of caulk where the cab flooring meets the filler piece. And if I need to remove that piece, I can just pull off the caulk and unscrew it. But in the meantime, no air can come in through that part of the floor. So here's the piece all put in, nice and sealed. I put a little bit of caulk along the edge. Didn't use silicone so I could remove it more easily. And none of this will be visible anyway once the chair's in. If you ever need to service the hydroboost in your Workhorse chassis, I highly recommend you remove this panel. And I have a video linked below that shows you exactly how to do that. So, thanks for watching. If you're interested in similar videos, please like and subscribe. Bye.